99X, the Morning X. It's Barnes and Leslie. Fram, beer is a very important thing.
We realize that because we've been doing a lot lately with beer.
Yep, a lot with beer. We, of course, have our 99X beer, which is out there. But there's some drama happening down I-20. Frog Rock Brewery, they received pretty much a call of a lifetime when Six Flags called them, who are right down the road, I guess. And they said, hey, and this brewery is only 7 months old over in Austell. They said, hey, we want to distribute your beer.
That's a big deal. I mean, that is a really big deal for a small business.
But there are hurdles that are stopping that, which really sucks for a small business. In general, just these rules that are in place. So let me introduce you to Andrew Lundstrom. Andrew is one of the 3 owners of Frog Rock Brewing out in Austell. Good morning, Andrew.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
No, of course. So this drama that's going on, you get a call like that. They want to feature your beer. And is that like the house beer? What is it? Which beer?
Well, that would be to be determined. We would, probably sit down and determine that with them.
So they just said, hey, we like you. We want to feature one of your beers. Okay.
Which is great. They're helping a local business. Exactly.
And you guys were all fired up. And then what happened?
Well, we've been fired up for a long time. The reality is we can only sell in our tap room at the moment.
And that's a Georgia law
That's a Georgia law. It was a new law that was passed, I believe, back in 2016 that allowed breweries to sell what they make a certain limit in their tap room. And that opened up the door for huge industry growth in Georgia. So you went from less than 100 breweries in the state to over 100 breweries in the state. And we're one of those newer breweries that has benefited from that law. Now we're in this catch-22 because we can sell in our tap room, but we're not large enough for any distributors to pick us up yet.
And why can't you sell to Six Flags? I mean, what is preventing that?
Georgia has a 3-tiered system, which means that the manufacturers are on one tier, the distributors are on another tier, and the retailers on the third tier. And so it was put in place to prevent collusion and a manufacturer holding a retailer, like with a gun to the head and saying, you have to, buy our product. It was built to create a cohesive system. Now with the way things have changed throughout the industry, it's got some major flaws, and one of them is what we're seeing right here with a corporation like Six Flags wanting to sell our beer. And then, we can't get it to them because it's not profitable for a distributor just to take a couple kegs over to Six Flags.
I understand that because it is a Georgia law, you can't sell directly, that you have to get a third-party distributor?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow, that's weird.
So a middleman, would they take so much that it would make it just not financially able, it wouldn't be a good play for you to do it?
Correct. Yeah, the distribution model in Georgia for small breweries is not an economically viable option. It only makes sense, it's economies of scale, right? So once you get large enough, then, it makes sense because you're pushing more volume.
We're talking to Andrew Lundstrom, who is in a conundrum with this situation with Six Flags wanting to put their beer from Frog Rock Brewing, a beer to be determined, in-house at Six Flags. And you guys tout having, what was it, the most healthiest beer or something? What's the
ingredients?
Mainly water. All beer is 99% water. You also have malt, grains, barley, hops, yeast, all that kind of stuff. But yes, we have Atlanta's healthiest beer. And, the distribution issues aside, we opened up this tap room intentionally right next to the famous Lithia Spring mineral water company. And we are using the Lithia Spring mineral water to make our beer, which has given us an amazing product. Quite honestly, the healthiest beer that you can make.
Now, are those? I'm going to mark Cuban you. Who has taken those claims and authenticated them?
Well, I think you see. There's, we've always, toyed with this question, Barnes. Yeah, it's like, we actually have a video that's kind of like, punny, like, it hints at like, well, can we really say it's the healthiest beer?
Right.
But no, it's just like the facts, all the active mineral contents that are in the beer. It's filled with electrolytes. So you're seeing that on the market already. You got, like, I think Happy Dad is out there. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they've got electrolyte seltzer. The whole hydration, I guess, marketing topic is pretty big right now.
Well, the name of this act, the F.O.A.M Act, is interesting. What a
I
name.
love that it's called the F.O.A.M Act.
I know, fair and open access to market. So that failed to advance out of the state Senate's Regulated Industries and Utilities Committee before crossover day, which was February 29th. And that means it's likely dead for this legislative session. How can people help you? Or how can local beer fans help you guys?
Or all get together. Honestly, all the breweries should get together.
Yeah, well, we have been. So this is a statewide issue. Back at the Capitol Day that we had a couple weeks ago, we had hundreds of brewery owners and supporters from all across the state. So people, need to understand this. This is a Georgia issue. It's not a Frog Rock issue. We are just a small fish in a big pond. No pun intended there. Yeah. But we just encourage people to support the craft beer industry in Georgia. We're all small businesses. Some of us intend to distribute, some of us don't. And we are community hubs across the state. People come to our establishments for community, fun, family, entertainment. We're in the hospitality industry. We're here to give back to our communities and be a part of our communities. The best way to support us is obviously to buy beer.
Sure.
Tough one. There's a tough one, everybody.
Buy some beer.
Keeping the small guy down, Barnes, is what it is.
It does suck. It's too bad we should have pulled you in when we had our Senator John Ossoff on. That we could have just put you right into the fire. Get in there. But it's too late for this year. Anyway, well, here's your commercial. How can people come out and check out your brand new Frog Rock Brewing?
Come visit us in downtown Austell. We're located on the north side of the railroad tracks. You can't miss us. We got a big sign up top that says brewery. Experience our tap room. We got stuff going on all the time. We've got a music stage, amphitheater in the back.
Nice.
Where we have live music concerts, a quarter-acre beer garden you can relax in, and you can drink Atlanta's healthiest, most refreshing beer.
There you go.
All right, dude. All right, get out and
Good
check
luck.
out Frog Rock Brewing out in Austell. Andrew, thank you, and good luck to you.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
This is the original. It is 99X.